there might be a ton of day traders blow their accounts this week because we have a lot of volatility coming in with a lot of news happening basically every single day this week. We're going to go over all that. Guys, in this video, we have a ton to go over. We're going to go over what's basically coming for this week, go over daily levels. I'm going to go over a tool to show you some statistics on what you can expect or plan for during the week. Guys, we have a lot to cover, so stay tuned throughout this whole video because you're going to like what you have to see. And guys, also, we're trading live every single day, Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. Central Time. If you want to see that, if you want to tune in, be sure to subscribe. Hit the like button down below. Free way to support the channel. Guys, we are putting out content almost every single day. We're at this point, we're like every other day. We're putting out free value where you can learn day trading for absolutely free. Things that gurus are putting in their paid courses, you get it here for free, right? You don't need to pay thousands of dollars. You get it for free. All right, subscribe. Let's get into the video, man. We have a lot to cover. All right, I'm gonna share my screen here and we're gonna go over the economic calendar for this week because there is a lot happening. Monday, not so much. All right, not so much happened on Monday. We have a couple Fed members speaking, but that's nothing going to affect the market during market hours. But then we get into Tuesday. Tuesday, we have consumer confidence coming out at 10 a.m. We have and then a Fed member speaking at 12. Not much really going to happen here, but consumer confidence at 10 a.m. is what's going to really drive the market and fuel the volatility coming into Tuesday morning. Wednesday, we have home sales. That's something to pay attention to because that's going to bring in a little bit of volatility, a little bit of volume into the market. So something to pay attention to there. Thursday coming in, we have a big day Thursday. Thursday is a big day at 8:30, and this is Eastern Standard Time, by the way. At 8:30, we have initial jobless claims. That's going to bring in a ton of volatility. We have GDP, durable goods. That's going to bring some volatility to the market. And we also have pending home sales at 10 a.m., which is going to drive a little bit of volatility as well. So big news day on Thursday. Coming into Friday, another pretty big news day. We have PCE, core PCE, consumer sentiment, and we have a couple of Fed members speaking. Yeah, a couple of Fed members. But Friday's going to be a pretty big news day as well. So overall, Monday is going to be a little bit slow. What you can probably expect on Monday is a little bit of a range day. There's not going to be much volatility because there's not much news. Market's probably going to be preparing for all the news coming into the next days coming into the market. So Monday, my expectations, you might see a little bit of a range day, a little bit lower volatility. All right. And actually, we're going to get into volatility here in just a second. Guys, I'm going to show you a really cool tool that you need to check out. All right. But we can expect low volatility Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are all going to be pretty volatile because they have some pretty big news days coming in. Right. So that's something to pay attention to. Jumping into the chart here, we're going to go over some levels. Going over the NASDAQ here. Let's go to the daily on the NASDAQ. Looking at the daily, a little bit of a pullback. This is healthy, right? We've been on a major uptrend, major uptrend through on the NASDAQ. You know, the NVIDIA has been putting pretty much the economy on its back and taking it to the moon, right? But looking at the daily here, we had a little bit of a pullback. Okay, we're trying to find a little bit of support. However, if we see this level break, this like 926, 930 level, right? We see this break, then we could probably expect to see somewhere in the neighborhood of 19,793. This little consolidation point here on the daily, right? So something to pay attention to. Right now, we're under the VWAP on the daily, but if we can push back above VWAP, we might be able to see a little bit of push up. But however, I'm expecting maybe we try to get a little push up, and then we see a little bit more push down on the downside. I expect, in my opinion, a little bit of a deeper pullback than what we have got. So just something to pay attention to, right? We're trying to base out, find a little support. We might try to recover a little bit before we make another move down. But right now, I do expect us to go down and test this like 800 level in the 19,000s here. So 19,800, this little consolidation point. Something to watch for. Same thing on the ES, right? We jump over to the ES. A little bit of selling going on in the ES. Let me drag this chart over here. A little bit of selling going on in the ES here. Pretty much same as the NASDAQ, right? We're trying to base out here, find a little support. We are above VWAP. However, if we catch some more selling to come down and we break this level, right? Previous resistance turns into support, and we did come down and test that, and we bounced a little bit off of it, right? But if we do break this level in the ES, then we could probably expect to come down to 5,480 or so, right? And test this consolidation range. Something to be expecting, right? It may not happen tomorrow, it may not happen the next day, but with all the news coming into next week and the volatility that we're expecting, we could see that price move down, given all the volatility. Again, but this is all news dependent on how the market takes the news. What's been the theme of the overall market for the past however long, right? the theme it has been dips are getting bought to then push us to all-time highs. Okay, so that's something to also keep in mind. Dips have always been getting bought to go to all-time highs, so we have to pay attention to that. We have to keep that in the back of our heads. However, it's okay to expect a little bit more of a deeper pullback because we've just been all-time high, all-time high, all-time high. But again, it's going to be news dependent because we do have a lot of news coming out. Guys, I want to jump into a tool here. It's called EDGEFUL. Link in the bio. Guys, I use this every single day. I'm not ever going to promote or shout out something that I do not use. I use this tool every single day. This is the holy grail, in my opinion, of data. If you're not using EDGEFUL, please just check it out. Click the link down in the description and check this out because this is just amazing. I'm going to go over it right now. Right now we're looking at price action in green and red days by weekday on the NASDAQ. All right, and we're going to trail this actually. Let's trail this day range to like a year so we get a full year of data, right? Look at the stats here, okay? Look at the stats. The blue is green, black here is red, right? Red days, green days, all right? 76% of the time on Mondays we in green, all right? 56% of the time on Tuesdays, Wednesday 54, 46% on Thursday, 54% on Friday. These are good stats to look at. So Mondays are typically green, right? So we might come into tomorrow on Monday, the 24th, and say, okay, well, statistics show that Mondays are typically green, all right, 76% of the time. So we might, even though we don't have very much news, have a little bit of a range day, but we could maybe expect it in green, right? And then that kind of lessens throughout the week. But again, very heavy news week this week. So we can also change this to, let's go to volume, right? This is one of my favorite data points here because I'm seeing the average range and average volume for each weekday, right? And this data is trailing for the past year. Okay, so this is all data accumulated over a year time. Guys, look at this, right? And this actually correlates to what we're seeing with the news. For Monday, we can see that the average range and average volume are lower than the rest of the days. And given the fact that there's not much news on Monday, we can expect that the range and overall volume might be pretty low on Monday. So what does that tell us? Well, we're not going to really look for home run trades because that range and volume may not give us that home run trade. We may look for quick scalps, right? So that might be the plan for coming into Monday. However, we get into Tuesday. Tuesday, we have more volume and we have a bit of a higher range. Okay. So as we progress through the week, again, Tuesday, we still may not look for home run trades. We may still look for those scalps, but look at Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday, we have a higher range, higher volume. Same for Thursday, higher range, definitely higher range and higher volume, right? Volume pretty much almost equal, a little bit higher than Wednesday, but that range is much higher than the previous day on Wednesday, right? So we may look for home run trades here. We could look for bigger trades. We don't have to look for scalps, but we know that we have more volume and a higher range, give us more opportunity for those bigger trades. Same for Friday. Fridays are a little bit tricky, in my opinion. I don't really trade too aggressively on Fridays just because I don't want to go into the weekend with a massive red day. Who does, right? So, but Fridays, you can see that we do have a little bit more volume and pretty good sized range in comparison to the rest of the week, right? So Thursday being, pretty much equal to Thursday. But this is a very good tool, guys. If you have not checked this out, please just click the link down in the description. Check this tool out. Again, I'm never going to promote or talk about something I do not use. And this tool has been absolutely incredible in my trading journey and something that I use every single day. And guys, you can use this for NASDAQ, any futures, right? I'm on the futures tab. Any futures that you trade, you can get gold, ES, right? Platinum futures, cattle, if you trade cattle, right? Dow, Russell, anything that you trade future-wise is here right now. And you can also go into crypto. All right. You have crypto, Forex, and stocks. You can go look at Tesla, right? But my favorite is futures just because I do trade futures, right? And then you can also go into like gap fills, right? I think it's by price action. We got a price action. Yeah, gap fill here, right? You know how often the NAS and the ES, they have gaps, right? So this is another tool that you can use to see that the portion of the gap that gets filled 100% of the time, right? So this gives you a good data point here. But guys, check it out. See if you incorporate it into your trading, because it is a tool that I definitely recommend. Guys, when we come into heavy news weeks, there's something that I always like to keep in the back of my mind, right? Heavy news weeks, we know that trading accounts get blown because we have a lot of volatility. On weeks like this, it's good to just size down, right? Size down. When you see profit, be okay with taking profit. Don't let things run against you too fast, because in heavy news weeks with heavy volume, market structure tends to not matter as much, because that news can drive us straight through market structure, or what you would normally have as a stop loss or as an entry point or a take profit, whatever. News can blow us straight past through any of it, right? It's because it brings in a ton of volatility. So market structure may not make sense on weeks like this. Okay, the market can be very confusing during heavy news weeks. So be okay with sizing down, right? Don't get too aggressive on stop losses. Keep those stops tight. You know, let the market do its thing. Let the news play out. Let the market adapt to the news, and then look for great entries to take. But guys, if you like this kind of content, smash the like button down below. We're live every single day. Subscribe to the channel, get more daily content, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.